Here too, so like they're used to like student instructors who like aren't student. Like yes, we have an instructor that's not.
Other people. He might do this class and realize that he's probably never going to do a class again, or he might do the class and realize that this is what we want to do in life. Here, this is my best friend Kevion. Kevion, he's the reason I'm a barber in the first place. I've been knowing him for 10 years. So I moved from Dallas to Kansas, and I think he moved to Kansas kind of around the same time, when we were like, what, 14, 15? Yeah. Around the same time. Long story on how I just became a barber, it was literally the last week of school. Me and him were just playing, just talking, playing a game or whatever, and just asking each other what we're doing in life. He went to college, he got his bachelor's degree, so everybody clapped it up. I know how to talk, and I know how to make money. I don't know how to read, so I'm not the best at going to school, and the educational side just wasn't for me. So he literally just, I'm just an entrepreneur. I've done everything, anything you can think of, the Facebook market, the drop shipping, right? So, like, this journey is such like it's a surreal journey because you impact so many people. On a day-to-day basis, I have so many conversations with people, and it's just crazy that we get paid to talk to people. Like we're like therapists in a sense. He just kind of threw it out there. He's like, "Why don't you be a barber?" And I was like, "You know what? I've tried everything. $20 a haircut. Do 5 haircuts a day. That's $100, and we grow from there." So here we are now.
Yeah, you do.
Dubuque, Iowa, which is crazy, right? Today I'm gonna be here for a little while, so I kind of want to get to know everybody, and I just want it to be real personable, you know what I mean? I said in a video yesterday I posted, it's not about finding like your passion at first, I cut hair for 6 years. I didn't like it until 3 years ago, you know what I mean? I was cutting hair just to cut hair. If some of you guys are like, man, I'm just kind of doing it, like the passion doesn't really come, for some of y'all, but for me it didn't come till 3 years later. I just had to stay down, and honestly, plan B was plan A, which was to make it work, So son as well, he's a year and a half, well he's a year and 8 months. And that is so true, like this life has created so much freedom. I didn't grow up with a dad, so like love, right? We don't really know what love is, we just know what we're taught through our parents, how to love people, right? So I didn't grow up with a dad, so that's also why, choosing the route I chose is so dope because I can't go to his every appointment, you know what I mean? I'll cancel my appointments just to go to a doctor's appointment or go to, anything for him. So that's a cool part too. That happened 1,000 times. Like, people sometimes come in with an attitude naturally, well, not an attitude, I would say, but people sometimes do come in with just this, like with a lot of hair, hair holds, so when you change it, and you make them feel confident, like that's when a lot of stuff changes.
Watch you on social media, and we do as well. I really admire your consultation skills. I think that our students can learn a lot from that, and just how you immediately connect with your clients and kind of get on the same page as them. It's almost like a friendship right away, and then you really easily get the words out of them of, okay, well, do you like it shorter? Do you like it to hang over your ears? So really looking forward to that being shared with the students.
I'm glad that these students get to see, everything that's out there with social media and stuff, and I think it's just really awesome because you can learn from a lot of different places, so I think that's really important.
I'm gonna say that. I'm a big fan of this. I've been following you for years now. I graduated in 2011, and I graduated Capri here in 2012. I followed both my sister's footsteps. I worked the front desk for 8 years, got really good at talking to people and building a relationship that way. And then they told me that I should be a teacher, and I said they're crazy, but here I am, and I love it. Men's hair cutting is something that I feel like the students struggle with because they're scared of how to either take it up too high or to go right in, with their no guard and stuff like that, and blending clipper over comb. But one thing that we stress here at Capri is our consultations, and that is the one thing that drew me to you, was how well you explain your consultations and what you're going to do. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what you do. Thank you. I didn't cry.
She's our emotional.
Yeah.
That's okay. So who's about to graduate?
Today!
Okay. Now, when I say this, I mean this in the most respectful way. I never been to the barbershops, so I thought it was for ethnic hair, and that's really it. So growing up, my mom took me to Great Clips in Texas, and then that was just that. And that's what I had to get over, you know, like, I don't really care what somebody thinks because I'm not trying to, the biggest thing, especially with the internet, is I'm not here to please anybody but myself, you know? Like, God put me in this position to do what I'm doing, so I'll be damned if I have to, like, how do I say, mold myself for somebody's liking. Because then you're not going to like me in 2-3 years or 6 months later down the road when you develop who I am as a person, you know what I mean? So I agree with her. Be tough. So many people are going to criticize things, and if you're not confident, the people are going to find the littlest things that have nothing to do with the haircut that is wrong. Like,
I feel like a lot of the gentlemen come in and they just like, oh, just do whatever you think's best. And it's like, I just feel very stuck on just like maybe rocking out on the sides, in the middle, and the back,
right.
and just calling it good, you know what I mean?
Right. So last week, how many of you guys posted one time? How many of you guys posted more than 3 times? So we're going to change that. Now, posting is so important. I'm going to have some slides pull up. It's kind of from what I'm doing in my mentorship, because I do teach people online as well. So if you see certain wording in there, it's because like it's getting people into the mentorship and teaching them about it. But we're going to go over like documenting and not creating, because when you document your journey, it's just so much more wholesome, so much more authentic. I feel like a lot of people do a lot of skits and things of that nature. And the example that I'm about to show you, you can use this method on him. You can use it on the gentleman that I'm about to do. Whether you're doing a burst fade, whether you're doing a slick back, whether you're doing a mullet, I mean anything. He's going to do the same method. I taught him the method. I'm not that much nervous no more. But today, I'm going to be here for a while. So I just want it to be personable. I just want to talk to you guys. I want everybody to understand that, like, I also do want you guys to kind of come up. I know we're doing the seat and the chair stuff. But, like, I want y'all to come up and see how I'm sectioning it. I want you to walk up and understand and ask me a million questions. Any room I get into, I ask 1,000 questions. And sometimes I ask too much. But it's like, if you're willing to share, I'm willing to take it in.
Guys, well, that was a lot to kind of...
Yeah, that was a lot. I'm sorry.
Very simple ways to go about that. That was something I struggled with all the time. Oh my gosh, I have people walking around with lines in their hair. But we figured it out. It's definitely something you gotta work on as you go on. You're not gonna get it today, probably tomorrow, but next week you might. But yeah, I mean, that's really just me. I want to show you guys how I would break this down completely. If you guys have any questions, again, please let me know. Like he said, no dumb questions. Oh, no, like, don't have them. But like, there's no such thing as dumb questions. There's no such thing as too many questions. I want you guys to pick a brain, and we're gonna try to explain to you guys as best as we can. Any questions?
Questions? How do you guys be doing this now to bring my best friend along this journey, to put other people in position to kind of see and chase their dreams? Like, it's so surreal, and that's why it's so important, because each one of you guys are going to do the same thing for other people. You know what I mean? Like, you never know who's watching you and who you're, like, inspiring, you know? Whether it's a young lady, a young man, or an older gentleman, you know what I mean? Single mother of 4. She remember we didn't really have a choice. I was like 13, 14-ish. But when I moved from Arlington to Wichita, I was like, oh my gosh. Because like, when you think of Kansas, you think of the Wizard of Oz. And like, you know? I had a fast life. We moved to a lot of schools, moved to a lot of districts and things of that nature. So moving to Kansas, like I said, I've always been used to being kind of uncomfortable. I'm used to constantly going against feeling uncomfortable. But that's the only way you get comfortable, you know what I mean? Again, I can talk all day. I got about consultations and how do you get them comfortable on camera. Would that be a good question, I would assume?
Yeah.
So one thing I do, and Junior's seen it, like I just make people already feel like they're my friend. And the way I think I do it, as soon as they walk through the door, I mean, he sees it every day. I just talk to him like I know them, you know? Like, how we doing? You know, like, did you get some coffee or whatever? I just talk to them, you know? And that's one thing I would say to everybody is, like she said, like, communication and talking to people is the biggest thing that you can do. Like, just talk until you can't talk no more, you know, literally. And then drink coffee and then talk again. All right. Now, again, you're going to see my back and some love handles, but just let it be. Let it be. All right, boss. So, what are we thinking about doing today?
I think I trust your work, and I think I'm looking at what's called, technical term is a burst fade mullet.
Yes.
So it's kind of like yours, how it kind of goes down like lengthwise
Right.
to like your neck, but it has a kind of a fade on the side. And I'm trusting your judgment. I know my hairstyle is a little more straight, but
Yeah. No,
I haven't cut my hair in about 8 years.
this is 8 years of length.
Yeah, other than type.
You're gonna be a whole different person.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
literally first fade, taper, mullet kind of thing. Chop down the top, chop the back down, and push back again.
yeah,
Ready?
yes.
Alright, what we think about doing today, bro?
Honestly, I'll just be blank canvas. I've gotten the same haircut for the last 12 years, so I'm ready for something new. You know,
Yeah.
this is a unique thing, so might as well go big. So
I got you, bro.
just shot me up. Wings are kind of the specialty, I'd say, but
Yeah.
they grow back in 2 weeks. So you know, if you shave the sides of my head, you know that's
Yeah.
cool.
Side eyes be crazy in the shop.
No, don't swallow. I definitely suggest doing YouTube. Now, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff is super important as well, but YouTube is dope if you ever want to get into education or just kind of document.
Do you post the same content on like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Everything.
whatever you do?
I literally post the same thing on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Well, YouTube short.
I finally locked in and did what you told me, and literally in the past couple weeks, I'm at 15K right now, so the fact that I changed my whole system, started posting so different and everything's working, is like, that's not proof. I don't know what to tell you. That's really what it is.
And I get it. Some of you guys may not want to be on camera, you might not like it, wherever. I get that. I don't think the shop is reliable to give you clients, right? I think that it's up to you to obtain clientele and market yourself, things of that nature. Does that make sense? I feel like a lot of people go in the barbershop and they're just like, this barbershop sucks, we're not getting no walk-ins, we're not doing anything. And then you ask them, well, how have you done? And they're like, well, not really nothing. So they're in the same spot. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about growing. I think social media, I just tell people to do social media because I've never been a cameraman. I never asked Kev, bro, Kev can show you 1,000 like pictures and videos of kids where I used to get mad at him. Because all he does is record. And I'm like, bro, put the phone down, like live in the moment. But now, like looking back at it, like that was God's plan, you know? He was documenting, he wasn't creating. We were just doing stuff that kids do, you know? And now look, now he's a cameraman, he's traveling and living life.
Okay.
Y'all on YouTube too or no?
Now, YouTube, man,
So
we're
I'll
trying.
be honest. The YouTube is definitely the next route. It's something that we're doing actually right now, especially with my mentorship and building. I feel like also that you guys should do YouTube before anything, honestly.
I got some videos and they cut. I just haven't.
Just upload it, bro. I think YouTube is so much more important than TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like, the reason I say do YouTube is because, I mean, let's be honest, how many of you guys watch YouTube? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, we are grown. But me, I watch YouTube from time to time, and I feel like a lot of people watch. So look, I went and spent $1,500 with Barber Josh's OP to learn, and it was very simple, right? So I retained the information. Now I went and spent $2,000 with this lady named Anna, and bro, it was so confusing. So when I come in, I'm cutting all this down, all the way through the head.
Do you always start with your scissor work?
I do, all the time, all the time. Has this made sense on how I broke down this whole cut?
Yeah.
Kind of? Is it obviously completely different than how you guys would have done it?
It seems like there's definitely a new concept.
For sure. Because if I blow dried his hair and diffused it, it's good. And then I won't have to just. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But yeah, this hair's already curly. I usually do this, you know, obviously put it in his hair a little bit damp. And then as you can see, it's already curling. Even without using the diffuser. So what I'll focus on is just like this area right here. Obviously, don't focus on the back or the sides, but like right here, because we'll do that all that with clippers. But as soon as we diffuse this, it'll look very good, even without a cut.
In the back, trying to get off.
He's the clipper guy.
Yeah.
Known as, yeah. We brought him in 2016. There's the
Getting certified.
Oh, you're certified you do that? Okay,
Yep.
That was the difference between us. Like, then well, I gotta pay extra 10 again and do the blade. So that's like literally all we can do. I don't know if it's different. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
man, you know what I'm saying? And it's 122. I think we're making perfect timing. I ain't gonna lie, it's so good with the whole damn.